I'm Laure. I'm a filmmaker and I also make content about creativity. In fact, I'm hoping to bring you along on my creative journey. Um, I have at the end of this video also like a couple of things that I've tried to do to take ownership of my creative path. Right now, I'm working on two scripts for short films that I'm hoping to make, and this is me trying to hold myself accountable and getting them done. The first script is called Hold Me, and the logline goes as such. An ambitious and determined young woman and her mother must find a way to get past their old emotional wounds and their differences in character, to break the stalemate in their relationship and build a deeper bond. The daughter is called Freya and the mother is called Jade. The story is set in Lausanne, in the daughter's apartment, and of course, the museum that the daughter is curating for. The art vibe I'm aiming for is a little bit Miro with a lot of uses of primary colors like yellow and red. Yeah. I was also inspired by this random image in the Taylor Swift music video for the opening image of my movie. And one of the movies that I'm looking into to refine my script is Vérité by Koreeda, because it's also a story about a complicated relationship between a mother and a grown up daughter. The second project is called Grief Washes Through the Waves. It's the story of a lonely poetess who travels to Ireland to grieve the loss of two loved ones because she needs to confront their absence to truly mourn. However, she faces resistance from the sister of the deceased brothers. However, it is only together that these two very different young women can find a way to share their grief and support each other in healing. The two main characters are Sana and Larsha, and then the two brothers who are dead are called Dermot and Colin. I'm trying to incorporate the sights and sounds of Ireland into this movie. So I'm thinking of using, for example, Sean Nuss, which is like a traditional Irish music, and also incorporate like the sound of waves, of the wind, of birds, of boats, etc. One of the movies that I'm looking at to sort of get inspiration is Never Let Me Go, because not only is it a beautiful movie, it also deals with grief in a very sort of delicate way, which I thought was really interesting. I got feedback on both of those scripts, which is great, and it's something that I can now work on to refine my scripts and see where I can incorporate some of the feedback. I will also continue looking at movies that have either inspired me or are around the similar subject. The aim is to get a lot more specific about what I want, because I am trying to get these produced. So, yeah. One of the things that I've been thinking about a lot lately is how to take ownership of my creative journey, because I feel like a lot of things are out of my control. As an artist, you don't control how an audience will react to your art. As a filmmaker, a lot of stuff can go wrong on set, etc., etc. Then on top of that, there's like the whole scarcity mindset of, oh my God, so many people want to do this. I'm never gonna make it. So for my own sort of mental sanity, I'm trying to reclaim some control over my creative journey. One of the things that I've decided in order to do that is to not wait for an opportunity to keep making art and to keep practicing and to keep sharing. And then YouTube is also obviously one of the things that I'm doing, and then I'm also pushing myself to actively show up for my writing on a sort of constant basis, no matter how I feel about the end result, no matter how I feel about the quality of the writing. And then finally, I'm also slowly trying to surround myself with people who also want to make art and also want to make films and etc. Because it makes me feel less alone, makes me feel less completely crazy for having decided to do this with my life. And it also is encouraging. Like, they encourage me and then I'm inspired by them and I encourage them. It's like a mutually beneficial relationship. So, the last thing that I'm doing, and this is a little bit more complicated, I've also already mentioned it before, but I am actively asking for feedback on my writing. And this, first of all, I'm incredibly grateful to whoever has given me feedback, but also it really does help me to keep improving my skill, even if it's not going to get produced, even if it's not going anywhere. At least I'm still honing my writing, which is one of the skills of filmmaking. So, yeah. What have you done recently to reclaim a little bit of ownership over your creative journey? Let me know, because I am always looking for more ways to feel a little bit more in control and, yeah, inspired and empowered.